Taking a look at Fetch.AI. I am on the weekly Binance chart. And full disclosure, guys, I own a significant amount of Fetch. I really like this coin. I'm very bullish on it. However, I'm also a realistic trader. I've been doing this for 12 years. I will show you my bull run price prediction. I'll also show you more realistic targets. Should this coin underperform, or should the market in general underperform, you need to be aware of targets that might get hit if we don't set all-time highs, okay? It's very important you understand that. And if nothing else, we can use those targets to accumulate more coins. I do this in the Discord for my VIP members. Join us at anthonyleecrypto.com. You can get your VIP membership, and I will show you how we accumulate Fetch and other altcoins. So I'm looking at Fetch here. You can screenshot this if you want. These are some of my levels. I'm going to toggle on the weekly and monthlies as well, so you can kind of see those levels, just so you have it all drawn out for you. Screenshot that if you want. I'm going to turn those off, though, and just focus on what we have. I'm going to turn the swing levels off as well. I just want to show you my full layout for Fetch. Now, you can see Fetch is clearly in a price uptrend here, so a macro bearish uptrend. We're going to look at market cap as well. Let's look at tokenomics on this coin, though, first. So here you can see in March of 2024, Fetch set an all-time high price. You need to pay attention to this. All-time high price of let's call it 350, okay? Here's where it gets important. At the time of that all-time high, you had a circulating supply of 750 million coins. Now, pay attention. Just a few months later, in December of that same year, you came back up and set a price of 220, okay? Now, that is about 50% less than your all-time high price, right? Significantly less. However, your market cap was double. You went from 2.6 billion market cap to 5.2, but your price was half as much, okay? The reason for that is you had in this particular case, consider it a token unlock, but you had a merger which added more tokens to the market. So you went from 750 million tokens to 2.3 billion. So that is major dilution of the market. You diluted your market by increasing your circulating supply, which is why you did double the market cap at almost half the price. Not quite half, but almost half the price. So you're diluting the market. However, the good news is all of the tokens from now till next cycle are in circulation. So you won't have any more dilution from December of 2024 going forward through the next cycle anyway. Okay, so you don't have to worry about price getting way down anymore. That's fantastic. However, that does mean for you to reach your price all-time high of 350, you're going to have to do an $8 billion market cap, okay? Rather than a 2.6 billion that you did back here, you'll have to do an $8 billion market cap, which is more than your all-time high market cap. And we can take a look at that here. All-time high market cap is up here at about 5 billion. So if we fib, you can't fib your price, okay? Fib on price is not going to work, especially from the all-time high, because you have almost tripled your circulating supply. So the fib would not be accurate from all-time high. You could fib this high right here at 220 because your circulating supply has not increased to current day's price action. So you could fib this, but you can't fib your all-time high. But you can fib your market cap. It is very linear. And if you fib your market cap from back here to the low, this is your cycle one all-time high to your low, you can see that market cap in the last cycle did almost a 1.618 retrace. So it broke out. You didn't just do a regular retrace to the golden pocket. You broke out and did almost a 1.618. Now let's remove that and let's throw on a fib from current cycle high market cap to current bear market low market cap. And you can see these retrace levels. Now, it's going to be important to put these levels on your chart just in case you underperform. If you get up here, fantastic. That's a bonus. But be prepared for this. Most coins do something like this. Almost all. Now, I do acknowledge, and I'm bullish on this. This is a bullish structure. So you are setting higher highs and higher lows, so we would anticipate that to continue. And until that breaks, you have to anticipate that. But anticipate it, but be ready for lower, okay? And I've done all of this for you. Now, I don't think you reach a 1.618 again. That is $32 billion tokens, but I do think you come up higher than the retrace levels and you come up into here somewhere before coming back, okay? So I do think you're going to break your market cap all-time high. Let's see how that's going to translate to price. That's what's important. Let me clear this up just a little bit. So first, what you're going to want to do is throw in your market cap retrace levels. And I have these key levels on here. I'm going to turn these back on in just a little bit. Let's turn those off. You're going to want to put on your market cap retrace levels. And the way you calculate market cap, or excuse me, price is market cap divided by circulating supply. And I think I've got that right here. Market cap divided by circulating supply, okay? So you're going to have a circulating supply of 2.3 billion coins. So you would take each of these market cap levels right here, like the golden pocket is about 1.75 billion. You would take that and divide that by 2.3. And you do that for each of these fib levels, and it gives you this. These are minimum price targets I would look for Fetch. So the minimum retrace I would look for would be a 382 level, which is going to bring you right in at 96 cents. I'll tell you what's really good about this, guys. I think you do better than this, but that's not even the point. I'm prepared for this just in case. But what you will likely find is resistance here, okay? So if you bought here, not financial advice, but if you bought here and you came up to the 382 and you saw a little rejection, you might consider what I would be doing is selling here. And then as you come down and find support, likely somewhere in here, I would be rebuying. And even if you got a drop like this, and I don't know if this is what you get, I'm just gleaning into the future, that's a 40% drop. So you could sell here and pick up at 40% lower with your profit and then ride up to the next level. And if you come all the way up to the golden pocket and get some resistance, you could sell, rebuy, and continue like this. And this is accumulating coins without putting a nickel more into your investment. You're accumulating with the coins you already have just by doing macro pullbacks at these market cap levels. That's how I have done this and accumulated all of my coins over the years. All right, so assuming we do better than these retrace levels, because you are in bullish structure, very clear bullish structure. So let's be prepared for one of these, okay? But let's assume that we do better. And if we do better, I'm going to show you what my bull run price prediction is. Let me turn these levels off. And it is right there. I predict that Fetch does a $10 billion market cap and a price of $4.35. That is my bull run price prediction. I have this green shaded box down here. I think you're going to get a shot at a little bit lower prices, especially if Bitcoin rolls over and sets a new low later. I think the low could be in for Fetch already. The low very well could be in, or you could take it out. I'm really not certain, but I wouldn't anticipate that. It is a stronger coin. I think you could push down into this level right here, 16, 17, 16, 15 cents, anywhere from 15 to 17 cents, and then go. You could, of course, come swoop these lows, but I would not count on it. Fetch is holding up much better than a lot of coins. You can see you set the lows back in February and you've bounced up and you have not come close to taking them out. Now, let's just scroll through a few other coins here. I'm just going to go random coins and see. Optimism set the low in February, has already taken it out. Let's see, Aave already taken it out. Cardano already taken it out. AVAX has already taken out the February low. Let's look at Doge, already taken out the February low. Sorry, scribbles on the chart. HBAR hasn't quite taken it out. So HBAR is holding up decent, but you get the point. Caspa hasn't quite taken it out. You can see some of the stronger coins versus some of the weaker coins. And at this point, Fetch is not taking out its February low. So it is holding up much better. That's showing buyers do not, or investors do not want to let go of their coin. They feel that it has a lot of potential. This is a good sign. Any coin that has already taken out its low from February, probably not a good sign. Investors don't believe in the project at this point. It doesn't mean it can't rally, but this is showing signs of strength over the rest of the market. So I like the coin. I believe in the coin. Let me show you one thing if you're looking to accumulate lower, though. This is what I do. So I'm going to turn my key levels back on. Now, if you go back in the history of Fetch, let me throw this on. If you lose this key level right here, this key level below on a daily closing basis, this key level at 1824 on a daily closing basis, all of the white lines below, every one of these white lines below, all of these are prices that Fetch has gone to the same day. I mean, the same dang day. If you got a daily closure below that, You went to at least one of these levels, the minimum of which being an additional 3.75% drop and the maximum being another 38% drop. So you can screenshot these if you want. You go back and fact check me if you need to. But these are the minimum targets. So if you close a daily below 1824, I would look for the very next day, that same day, the very next 24-hour candle to come at least to 1758. Okay. So if you see that, in my opinion, or at least what I'll be doing, I will not be buying this area. I will at least wait till here. So that is where I get my prediction from. That is where I get my green box down below from. I do think you'll lose that level at some point. And let me turn these off so you can see it one more time. And I do think you're getting a shot at that level. Okay, guys, so there you have it. There's my Fetch price prediction. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm interested to see what your price prediction is. Let me know what your price prediction is. What do you think of this coin? Like the channel, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you. I'm going to do regular Fetch updates as well as other altcoins. So join us, and I will see you guys next time.